The centre really focuses on doing two things for people. It focuses on helping them to have faith in themselves again and helping them to love themselves again. And when you have faith in yourself and when you love yourself, you let go of the fear. And when you let go of the fear, then you can really start to live the life you've always wanted to live. And we do that in a number of ways. We have weekly personal development courses. We have weekly meditation classes that help you to transform and let go of the pain, let go of the anger, let go of everything that's holding you back in your life. We do one-to-one sessions. We also do energy healings, and we do lunchtime meditations for people who just want a little bit of peace in their life and just want to dip their toe into this. We also do weekend one-offs like weekend healing retreats and weekend specialised courses and workshops.
For me, a healer is somebody who is helping an individual get back to their real self. Really, you are like a vessel in a lot of ways, or a mirror, where you are reflecting back to the person what it is that they need to do. You know, for me, I do come from that counselling perspective. So for me, it is where the person themselves knows what they need. They just can't connect to it. So for me, the healer is about identifying that or helping the person come around to that way of seeing the situation or seeing themselves, to be able to identify what that issue is, what that problem is, and then to be able to work together to find out a way of how to heal it. So yeah, I mean, a healer doesn't necessarily take out the problem or solve the issue. It's actually just about helping the person get to that point. Opening the centre for me has been the end of a 4-year journey, which started with me having 2 heart attacks at 43, completely out of the blue. So can you imagine that? You know, I was completely healthy and then suddenly I was lying there in hospital, completely powerless, not knowing what was happening, the doctors not knowing what was happening. So it was completely brought to a standstill in my life, and completely realised that, you know, I couldn't go on the way I'd been going on before. Before this, I had been through 10 years of personal emotional trauma. I was also quite stressed at work. I was working as a script writer, so from the outside everything looked fantastic and I had the job I dreamed of doing, but I was travelling so much, working so hard, I wasn't seeing my friends and my partner and really wasn't having a life. So after the heart attacks, I started immediately to try and go back into that old life, and realised completely how crazy that was and just had to stop and start again. So that's literally what I did. I stopped working, I stopped everything, and I had to reassess everything and had to really learn how to live again. So it's from that starting point I went looking for the deeper meaning in life. I went looking for the part of me that I felt had been missing through all this. I think we've all been there. You feel this void, this emptiness, this essential part of you that's gone and you don't know where it is and you have to find it again. And I think because I've been on that journey myself, it helps me to bring other people along on it, because I understand totally the chaos and the trauma and the numbness and the pain that people are in, and that it can seem like a very long journey to get to the other end, but I know it's possible, and I've taken all the steps day by day to get there, and that's what I really want to help other people to do. Because after those heart attacks, I was no longer afraid of dying, I was really afraid of not living. And I've started to learn how to truly live myself, and that's what I really want to help other people to do. To truly live, to not be in this deadened state, to not just cope, to not just survive, but to really live, and to really live fully with joy and love. People are becoming more and more aware of it. I think definitely, you know, things are going out more in the mainstream. Mindfulness, meditation are now words that, like, yeah, Joe Blogs down the street actually knows what it means, or has heard of it at least. Whereas years ago, you know, it was almost like a bad word. You know, people would be like, oh, meditation, or what is that? I think the first thing is just to stop and be still, and just to kind of think, what do I want in my life? How much am I listening to everybody else around me? Just trying to reconnect with the joy inside yourself. It's also kind of being honest with yourself, honest with how your life is now, honest with yourself as to whether this job that's giving you lots of money is actually providing joy in your life or providing stress in your life, and making the choice of what you want to do with that. But it's knowing that you have that choice. It's knowing that you can do whatever you want to do, and stopping and being still is a really strong point for facing yourself. And once you have awareness of where you are and where you want to be, then you can give yourself that vision of where you want to move towards. I want to help people to reconnect with their own inner presence. I want to help people have faith in themselves again, and I want to teach as many people as possible
how to do that for themselves, to empower them and to inspire them to live the life they've always dreamed of.